welcome back to the stage, Cleveland Jackson! Yeah, man. All right, sweet. You got another drink? I think technically you can smoke on stage. It's well, I mean, I don't know. You guys say probably wouldn't be happy, but I think that's one thing. You know, like if you're on stage now, even like you're from Louisville, right?
I live in Louisville.
Smoky man.
These fuckers are Maine.
Oh yeah, Marble Lights. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, it's did you know that the place where they make Jack Daniels is a dry county?
Yes. Yeah.
And you can't smoke inside in Louisville.
You can't smoke inside here?
Notice I don't know if anybody ever been to Louisville before? Anybody? Yeah. Okay. Well, if you notice, there in Louisville, they pronounced it Louisville. But as a traveling stand-up comic, I've realized that the further I get away from Louisville, Indianapolis, Chicago, Austin, the more they pronounce it fucking where?
Basically, someone said Louisville. No. Well, hey, speaking of Marble Lights, I got you. Let's see here the
oh, dude.
The liquor, the Marble Lights with alcohol. Cheers! Great set. Did you guys enjoy the set? I thought it was. So you started doing comedy, right? I'll give you a second. Good stuff. That's just that's welcome to Austin. It's well, here's the thing. I was going to ask you about starting comedy in Louisville.
Yeah.
Do you are you glad that you started doing comedy there? As far as like a scene that you started.
It was 100% accidental that I started doing stand-up comedy in general. The woman I was talking about during the show, I literally got on stage to impress her. I've been with 17 women in my entire life, and not one of them ever thought I was funny. Except for the woman I married. I'm just saying that because I owe her money.
So you started in Louisville, but was it a good place? Do you think it was a good place?
I think it was. It's centrally located. I don't know if you guys know anything about Louisville, but it's centrally located. It's like, 3 hours from any place you want to go. Cincinnati, 2 hours from Cincinnati, 5 hours from Chicago, 2 hours from Indianapolis, Memphis, Nashville, places like that. It's centrally located, and it's one of the greatest places on earth. And I'm not just saying that because my wife's.
Well,
I'm with, man. Shut up. She might see this shit online one day.
Nobody watches this show. A few people will see it, but yeah, well, because there was no, like sometimes I don't know if you buy into like where you're from or where you start doing comedy kind of forms you as a comedian. Do you think it started, like San Francisco comics, you can kind of tell for the most part, like New York comics, like brash and abrasive, Boston comics are alcoholics, and yeah.
I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and I got that name from a drill sergeant my first couple of weeks of military because I took my basic training down south, where apparently black people are not supposed to talk like I do. So he just constantly, he said, "This is going on my kids, can we curse?"
Oh yeah, no, curse away, yeah.
Because the drill sergeant constantly, "Where the chocolate book are you from, son?" "Come here, Cleveland," and just stop.
All of a sudden it's Cleveland. That's the first thing you do, right?
Yeah,
like, you stub your toe, your stub toe.
Yeah, it's funny because that was my first actual interaction with country folk, where I found out how much I really dig country folk. And we got time for a little story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I did a show once, and here's how cool country folk are. If your country is fucking, you honestly believe that shit. If your country to your goddamn core makes me noise. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I did a show once in Dothan, Alabama. Yeah, I heard you. That's exactly what I said. So I did this show, looking like I look, Dothan, Alabama. They had a great time. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I hung out with these good old boys, whatever. And I'm trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm trying to get back to Louisville that night. I get to the outskirts of Dothan, Alabama, and my car broke down. 2 o'clock in the morning, Dothan, Alabama. Out of nowhere, this cat pulled over and picks me up, which I thought was really cool at the time. He's civil. I don't want to call the man a redneck, but I will say he was a Southern culture enthusiast. Every other tooth fell out. Mouth looked like a finished baseline. Every time he said something I thought I won, I'm like, hey, hey! I'm sitting in the car with this dude, 2 o'clock in the morning, right on the outskirts of Dothan, Alabama. And he pulls one out, and he rolls it up, and he lights it, and he passes it back and forth. And he looks at me, pitch black outside, 2 o'clock in the morning, Dothan, Alabama. He looks at me and goes, say, Cleveland, man, you know, if you saw me on the street corner during the daytime, would you think I was racist? I was like, what are we doing in the woods?